of monitoring his minutes ahead of kickoff. Meanwhile, great support here in the stands at Auburn University. More Eagle is a chant that obviously resonates around this stadium. And the Eagle release as is tradition ahead of kickoff as it circles the fans who are in good voice here tonight. The weather has cleared up and it's turning into a beautiful evening for soccer. It's Argentina against Iceland live here on ESPN.
The world champions make their final stop prior to beginning the defence of their World Cup trophy in a week's time. It's an unprecedented port of call for this Argentina team. Legendary Jordan Hare Stadium here in Auburn, Alabama. And with Alejandro Moreno, and a chance for some of Argentina's squad members to make an impression today, Ali, as we look at this starting 11. Young Icelandic strikers to go up against tonight, primarily number 9, Ari Oskarsson, who's really caught the eye in Spain.
Yeah, he has, and in terms of Otamendi chasing around young strikers, I think Nicolas Otamendi is having difficulties chasing old strikers.
So all set for action. Last stop for Argentina. There's been so much talk about how difficult it is to defend a World Cup trophy, and certainly history tells us that. And that is exactly what they will set out to do in a week's time when the World Cup gets underway for them in Kansas City. But for tonight, so much to enjoy here at Jordan Hare Stadium. We're closing in on a capacity sellout, close to 87,000 here, and so many Argentina fans have travelled for far and wide. Perhaps an early indication as to whether we're going to see similar scenes as to those we saw in Qatar 3.5 years ago. And it seemed like the whole country of Argentina had made the trip to Qatar, really. Second time in 4 nights after their journey to College Station to beat Honduras on Saturday. It's a fairly comfortable win for them. Well, you know, you saw that game as they're on the attack here. Initial shot was charged down. And the follow-up was Lopez. There's Giovanni Lo Celso. Also maintaining his place in the starting lineup. Iceland able to thwart the threat and launch a counter-attack themselves. This is Albert Gudmundsson on the move against Hie, the standing right back, and a chance for Iceland. What a ball in that was. Somehow there was no touch on it. Ellertson arriving.
Ellertson sets up his run to the back post. And Gudmundsson puts it into a dangerous area. It is poor defending from Hie to begin with.
And down on the ground is Giuliano Simeone, and almost fell back to him. And then the shot all along the ground. An instinctive left-footed effort from Valentin Barco, and Argentina delight the crowd here in Auburn by taking an early lead.
Earlier by Valentin Barco that he had a good match against Honduras, and is one of those players that is making a case for Lionel Scaloni. This is just poor defender from Iceland. Opportunity to clear it, somebody clear it, get right away, clear it. No, alright, fine. Then give an opportunity to Valentin Barco from top of the 18-yard box and give him credit. Stays with it, snapshot, through a whole lot of bodies. The goalkeeper from Ireland sees it late. By the time he reacts, it's too late. Full stretch, can't quite get there. 1-0. Good finish from Valentin Barco. And again, poor defending from Iceland. Unable to clear their lines. 1-0. Argentina.
In proceedings. If Enzo Fernandez, of course, is on the bench tonight. Given away, and a chance for Lopez to lead the charge. Coming inside, awkward for the keeper, got enough on it to steer it to safety for now. And then a missed shot on the follow-up from Simeone. And Iceland survive barely.
Maybe I'm going to give an excuse to Nico Paz.
Score distribution play from Iceland on a turnover. That indeed the field conditions are not helping him out. But it felt like it was one of those moments in which you need to read the situation a whole lot better.
These two teams have only met once before, but it was at a World Cup almost exactly 8 years ago to the day in Moscow. It was the opening game for both teams and it ended as a 1-1 draw. That's where Iceland were perhaps at the peak of their powers. This is Jose Lopez. Only made one start in his career for Argentina prior to tonight. He sets that up with an invitation.
It's really good work from Jose Manuel El Flaco Lopez. Good turn in open space, able to find the supporting run on the right.
Marseille keeper, who's winning just his 8th Argentina cap tonight. Also still awaiting number 1 keeper Emi Martinez's return to fitness.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is. Okay. Everybody go crazy. They're all clapping for Rodrigo de Paul, I'm sure.
The bodyguard, he's always by his side. I was astonished to read this is their first European opponent they've had since the World Cup final against France at the end of 2022.
I'm sure Argentina would argue that when you play 3.5 years worth of qualifiers in CONMEBOL, that is as competitive as it gets. But point taken. And by the way, I said that Valentin Barco perhaps may struggle with the size and the physicality of the game. He decides, you know what, I'll just go on a 2-footed challenge and prove you wrong.
It's almost like he was listening, hadn't he? And the upshot is the free kick here, which Gudmundsson is standing over. Johannesson as well. There's Gudmundsson who takes it, didn't clear the first defender. I'm sure Barco, who's everywhere at the moment, isn't he? I'm sure he was the full 10 yards. Certainly feeling the effects. This is club football in Italy with Genoa. Medina in at left back tonight.
Gets him with a chicken wing.
Things ugly to get their way through the knockout rounds of that tournament. We're beating Brazil, remember it well.
That sort of situation, would you have that moment of magic for Lionel Messi? But how much magic will we see? Not quite sure. But yeah, let's get excited. Lionel Messi.
Yeah. Sure it's not Enzo Fernandez that cheering?
No, nor is it Cristian Romero either.
Off the post. Lautaro Martinez teeing it up. And it looked, quite frankly, easier to score later.
Well, starts with Lautaro Martinez on the contact with Magnusson, the defender. They're running together, and then as he tries to run in behind, seems to step on Magnusson, which then frees up Lautaro Martinez. He makes a correct decision, puts it onto the pass of Alexis McAllister, and to your point, should have scored. Almost too relaxed, almost too comfortable. Should have scored. Does not, still 1-0.
It's two really big misses we've seen at that end of the field. An instant booking is handed out there and a little bit of a flare-up. McAllister is the man down. Johannesson in the eye of the storm for Iceland. The FC Köln man.
Look at the foul. Fine. I don't know why we're making such a big deal out of this. Yes, makes contact with the back of the leg of Alexis McAllister, and then everybody gets push, shove, and what are we doing?
Scaloni has been a little irked, hasn't he, by some of the suggestions that it's Messi that's running this team. He went to great lengths in the press conference to rubbish those rumours from the Spanish press mainly. But Messi is on, and it's cap number 199 for him. He's switches. And here he is getting his first stitch and getting involved immediately and setting it up. And the little clip goes just wide from Lautaro, but is it a penalty? The referee has pointed to the spot.
The back line of Iceland all over the place, someone stepping, and then you have the right back just keeping everybody on side. Good ball from Lionel Messi, as you would expect. Lautaro Martinez tries to go with the attempt over the goalkeeper Olsen, who comes out of his goal somewhat out of control, thinking that he's going to have to make the save, does not make the contact that he would want in Lautaro Martinez. He's late in the sliding challenge, takes him down, foul, and now the opportunity for Lionel Messi and for these fans to enjoy Lionel Messi scoring a goal.
More than a minute or two after coming on the pitch, he opens things up for Lautaro Martinez to win the penalty. And now Messi trying to take advantage against Iceland. Slotted home with consummate ease. Ironically, just like he couldn't do against them at the World Cup in 2018. But this is goal number 117 for number 10.
So he's on the field for a minute, puts the ball in behind, and it is that contact, that leg outstretched from Olsen on Lautaro Martinez. Lionel Messi, slow run up, hoping and waiting that the goalkeeper is going to move. He doesn't, so then decides to go with a little bit more power. Olsen full stretch, can't quite get there. Good execution from Lionel Messi. 2-0. Argentina.
The 10th time they've made South American opponents. Iceland have 2 wins. And referee reaching for another card, another yellow.
I don't think this is a foul, to be honest with you. Lautaro Martinez wins the ball. Wins the ball. If you cannot make this sort of challenge, it's very clear, Adrian.
Magnuson with the giveaway. It's a gift. Iceland have only ever beaten 2 South American nations, Ali. You knew I was going to mention this, didn't you? They beat Bolivia 1-0. The build up to the 94 World Cup, Bolivia's only appearance. It's Messi French to break through. It's time to do something else. And there's also the small matter of a 1-0 win against the Vino Tinto of Venezuela, 2022. Here's Messi with the free kick, bending it in, sliding in to meet it. Nice delivery for Christian Romero to try and get on the end of. Good looking free kick and an open header, a wide open header for Gunnarsson.
Almost 2-0. Good service from Sigurdsson. He just tries to do too much with the header. Give full Viking treatment to this thing. Good layout from Rodrigo de Paul. Tapping from my kind of range. 3-0. Argentina. There's a chance.
Very hard indeed, wasn't it? But that is that. It is next stop Kansas City for Lionel Messi and company. Comfortable 3-0 win here against Iceland. The perfect preparation for a week's time in Algeria next as Lionel Scaloni and his troops will begin the defence of the World Cup trophy.
This is the Brazil team.